They didn't teach us in the schooling system on purpose, assets versus liabilities. Now, the reason they didn't teach us in the schooling system on purpose is because you are the income. The more you're stuck in liabilities, the more interest you pay, the richer the banks become, okay? You are the machine or the cog in the wheel that keeps the interest system going. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about liabilities and then we'll talk about assets. And one of the ones that's gonna trigger people a little bit here is home, okay? So we have cars. Now, I'm gonna go back over here and then I'll explain how some cars and watches can be depreciating assets, or excuse me, assets. So cars, first of all, as soon as you drive a car off a lot, it loses value. A car is a depreciating asset, okay? Every time you drive it, every time you get in your car, it actually loses value over time. So a car loses money, it is not an asset. Most jewelry and watches that you see people flexing out there are actually losing money. So they're things that lose value over time. So every time we drive a car, it has wear and tear. The watches have wear and tear, okay? And then a home. This is really interesting. So if you live in your home, okay, if you live in this home, it's taking money from you, right? We've been taught for a long time that a home is a great investment, okay? Now, I think a home is a fantastic investment for your family and your ecosystem, but I want to give you an example. Currently, right now, I rent where I live, okay, and where I own, they pay me rent, okay? Will I buy a home in that neighborhood? Absolutely, but the rent is way lower than the mortgage. I took the $300,000 down payment and I moved it over here to assets, and the $5,000 a month that I'm saving, the mortgage versus the rent, I moved it over here to assets, okay? So that's an example right there of a home, okay? Now you go to the asset side, you got things, businesses. You can grow your valuation of your company. That's something that grows in time. Stocks grow over time if you're in the right stocks. Crypto over time can grow if you're in the right cryptos. Gold and silver hold the value and they grow during certain economic times. And real estate, you can rent and create an asset. Do you see how some can go back and forth? For example, you can buy certain cars that actually appreciate over time. You can buy certain watches that appreciate over time, okay? And I do believe a home is a beautiful asset for your family. So let me give you the last example here, okay? I rent where I own right now. The house was about $2 million, okay? So instead of putting $300,000 down and about $11,000 per month, what I did was, I took the $300,000 down and I bought crypto, okay? I also took the extra about $5,000 a month